Hi, I'm back. So my name is Cerise, and I've studied the law of attraction for 10 years, and there's a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Now, I put 10 years of my life, and I'm going to tell you, honestly, for me, this is just a scratch of a surface. That's why I shut down. I didn't say anything to anyone. I did this all on my own, and I had mentors that don't even know that I'm their apprentice. But I follow these mentors all the time. And a lot of my mentors, all of them, I love. There's a whole beautiful thing about all of them that I love, and there's some things of them I don't like. But I respect them and I love them. So if I ever put out something and I'm specifically speaking to one of my mentors, just know that you have my full trust and you have my full respect. Okay? But there are questions I've never been one to follow anyone. That's why I don't fit in anywhere. I do not fit in. And you like me, you don't, I don't even give a fuck. You call me crazy, whatever you want. I don't care. No, it took me a long time to get to this point. And now I'm so far in my studies how I had to go through all these demons in the back of my head. I had to go through all these demons. I had to figure out different ways of trying to communicate to my little kid instead of saying, how many times did I have to tell you and scare her? I have to refocus and channel that into a nicer way, like, baby, what mama said. And just look at her. I don't need to yell. And I had to learn all of this. But it's like through the 10 years of climbing this rope. And it's like, damn. Oh my gosh, it's hard as fuck. But you know what? It's not impossible. Impossible is not in my vocabulary. Can't is not. Well, obviously it's in my vocabulary. But I don't believe in those words. Can't. Oh, it's not your fault. No, everything's my fault. Everything that I am, everything that I have, everything that I've controlled and attracted to me, everything right now where I am, if my hair is falling out of my head or dry or whatever, my fault. Media try to make us say, it's out of your hands. You got to put it in faith. Yes, you do have to put it in faith. You do have to keep your faith. I get mad at that because of the simple fact, why wasn't I taught that? Everything I'm learning at the age of 50, and I just got to the stars. Mind you, I did 10 years of all this bullshit, and it led me to fucking the quantum physics and stars. I can't get off of it, and I need to get off of it because it's not making money for me. I need to try to generate some kind of fucking money, so I joined a program to watch their videos, and I'm falling asleep on them. I don't want to do it. But don't make me stop you. If you could do it, I tell you. There's one of my mentors. I'm going to say now it's about 10 months now. And I followed him to the point where he likes Instagram or Snapchat or one of those. I am part of the media, but not all of that. And I should, but like I said, I don't follow the crowd. I want to go a different route. There's got to be something different. But anyway, so he likes Snapchat, and I followed. But what I do is I like YouTube, and so obviously I like YouTube. So what I've been doing is I've been watching YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube. If he's talking about one of his mentors, you better believe I'm gonna do research on his favorites. I can't do research on all of them, but a lot of them that he followed, I followed, except the main one when he was 19. But if you understand, and he drives Lamborghini, I'm not going to mention any names. He flies in a helicopter. He got trillions of houses all over the place. Lucky ducky. Lucky. But, you know who I'm talking about? You feeling me on that? I would strongly recommend his program. At least one of them. Wait till he puts them on scholarships all the time. And just wait till a scholarship comes and just do the monthly payments. I mean, yeah, they get an extra $200 in the monthly payments, but I have to think about what his overhead. Obviously, come on, with one of his cars is probably $7,000. So I always try to protect my mentors, but I'm gonna let you know there's a lot of things that I don't agree with him about. A lot of things. And he pisses me off a lot because he likes to drag and drag. Well, that's why I get the drag and drag, because I've watched a trillion of his videos. So if I'm dragging to you, I'm sorry. My badness. Sorry. But, and then I hated his guts, and then I started feeling, because if you're watching somebody, you can't help it. Your brain don't know it's a phone. And your brain is like, oh, I like him. Or whoever it is that you're watching, you gotta pull that away. And tell yourself, wait a minute now. This motherfucker, this is a whole new ball game when it comes to movies and television. It's a whole new ball game. They know how to get into your head through the fucking phone. You got to pay attention to that too, mind you. But I get mad at him for that. Then he talks about how he never forgets where he comes from, but yet he charges all these crazy prices for these damn classes. I get so mad. It's like, if you understand where we come from, give us a little bit. Teach us. Don't drag it. Just really teach us. But when he started doing the scholarship programs and made payment arrangements, and if I can make a payment arrangement, it's hard. Trust me, I almost had my phone was off for 8 days because of that. I knew I was going to do it. And I told myself, if I don't get on those videos and my phone gets turned off, that's not his fault. That's my fault, because he's taught a lot of people. Now, like I said, I have to go through bads and goods, but if you ask me, if you see me flying from here to wherever, if you see another video and I'm at the beach house, that's where I'm going to end these videos, by the way, because I'm not going to make these videos all my life. But if I'm at a beach house flashing a little bit of money, you better listen to somebody. All that teaching came from that little boy right there. And if he's watching, hey, thank you, man. Thank you. It was a ride. I had a roller coaster ride. And there's some of your mentors that I can't stand. I just look at them like, ugh. But, they are smart and they do put out pearls and gold. So I'm paying attention to you, little kid. But I just want to say, way to go, kiddo. And keep up the good work. But I'm up here studying. This is what I'm saying. I have to talk to my mentors. I have to make sure every single last one of them know I'm mad at one of my mentors went to jail, and I didn't even know he went to jail on a night, but I did my research. I'm glad I listened to you, because you told me to stay away from the media. In 2008, when I got your CD package, I still listen to. Matter of fact, I have it playing upstairs now. I'm never going to stop listening to you, because everything that you're saying now is coming into play. It took me 10 years to get here, okay? But I'm so glad when you said turn off the media, don't get involved with media. I did exactly what you said. I mean, it's so bad that I'm so technology, so behind. I have to try to figure out how I'm going to do these kids. Anyways, I'm glad I did that, because when I got to a certain point, so it was 2016, it was 2008, 2016, I wanted to write you a thank you letter. And I had to do some research to find your address, and I found out you were in jail. Now, if I was still listening to the media, I wouldn't have your CDs today. Trust me, I lost everything in storage. Long story short, I lost everything in storage, and it still breaks my heart. However, I still got your CDs. How did that happen? How's that not? I lost baby pictures and stuff from my mom, and my mom is dead. I lost some serious shit, but I still got your CDs. Matter of fact, when I ordered your CDs, I couldn't afford the $300 that you were charging for them. It was only $300. Now look at these classes now, man. If you're watching shit, you only charge $300 for those motherfuckers. But I didn't have it. I gave the lady, I was on the phone, gave her all my information. I was like, God, I'm sorry, I just don't have it. She goes, don't worry, that's okay. No problem. Maybe when you have it next month, you could help us, right? So, and come on, call us back and get the money. And then I said to myself, hey, okay, I could do that. And I was saving the money. And I don't know, like 3 weeks later in my mailbox was those CDs. You gave them to me for free. So for that, thank you. Because that is priceless. I still owe you $300 and plus interest. So if you're watching, if I make it, I promise you I'm going to pay you back. And I'm going to give you interest. And I remember opening up the package, and this number 6 was broken. And I was like, I don't even want to ask him for it, but I got to, because I got to see what he's talking about in number 6, you know. So I wrote a little letter, hey, number 6 is broken, can you please see it? And I sent you the broken one, and you guys mailed me a new one. I was so happy for that, because I was for sure they were like, that bitch didn't pay for this shit. And she already asking for another. So thank you for that. And I'm glad I didn't listen to the media, because when I found out you Gerald, if I listened to the media, I would have cut you off right there and then. I'm like, oh, bullshit, because I was still into the media, you know, at that time. But then when I pulled away, like completely pulled away, and now I want to try to get to the media, I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't know. And when I don't know and I don't want to put my brain power, I just like, whatever. That's what I do. Like it, because one says one thing, one says the I don't know. Sorry, what's the truth? Truth lays within me. Opinions don't matter. Why does opinions don't matter to me? Because opinions are other people's facts. This is what my mentor taught me. Opinions are other people's opinions are other people's, facts. Facts are other people's opinions. That facts don't matter to me. Why? Because facts are other people's opinions. So I'm going to listen to this side, I'm going to listen to this side, and I might even listen to this side, but I'm going to put all my puzzle pieces together and make my own opinion. So it doesn't matter what one, I will listen to a story and be like, what happened on the other side? You know, I've learned that from my mentor. But anyways, so when I found out you were in jail, I wrote you a thank you card. Before I did, I had to find out I had to do my own research, and I found out why you went to jail. And that's when I'm thinking to myself, man, that was bullshit. It was really, honestly, think about it, it's bullshit. Why? Because somebody else wasn't smart enough to realize, don't listen to everything everybody teaches you and tells you. You have to have your own. If you told me, I'm not listening to you. I listened to you, but when you started talking about those diet pills and all that shit, I was like, I'm done with that. I'm not going to do that. I'm still not, that's not in my sweet spot. I'm still trying to learn this. And it took me 10 years to get here, man. And you said, you ain't teaching this shit. You didn't say it like that, but you said, you ain't teaching this shit unless you understand what you're doing. Because you're not gonna put oil in the water, muffle up the water. And I listened to you. Now 10 years, I'm not teaching it. I'm just putting everything you taught me into play. So I forgive you for going to jail. I was mad. But I'm glad I did the research, and you done talk too much. They shut your ass up, didn't they? But I just I thank you. Just thank you. I'm just sitting here crying because there's the one mentor that I did brand new to me, 4 months, and I can't get off his videos. He's got 597 videos, and I'm gonna put them all in order. Years and years worth of them, and I've already watched 4 months worth. I can't get off his videos, and I'm not attracted. Sometimes I've always. If you could go back in my other videos, but I could tell you the Italian accent, man, that's music to my ears. I don't understand why. But, oh, Lord Jesus. And when you start speaking, that, I had to pull away for a minute there, too. See, it's not the person, like you're watching, like, for instance, my first little mentor I was talking to about that I've just been following for 9 months, his house has got broken into a couple of times, and the guy said to him, well, you told me to do, you told me to come, you dared me to break into your house. And his ass was looking like, he's from the ghetto. I know he's ghetto, but he keeps it in. I know that motherfucker's ghetto. He's gotta be. But he just gave him a look like, no, I didn't tell you to. I did not dare you to break into my house. No. But I get where the other person is coming from, because you could get like, I'm telling you, if you watch a person like this, listening to what they say and putting everything into one person, you're going to start feeling something. Either you're going to be your best friend, or you're going to start developing a crush. Come on, look at all these rock stars and all these. When Michael Jackson was out, everybody was like, oh, Michael Jackson. Why? Because he knew how to get to the people's heads. These motherfuckers are in your phone, in your face. Rah. Oh, my Lord Jesus. I have to, it's not like, I can put the phone down and like I say, I'm not going to even look at him. And I'm listening like this on the couch. And I'm like, oh, I have to go like this. That Italian accent. And there's one kid that has a beautiful video. If you wanted to know how to make money online for free, what is his name? He calls himself, Toby Wilson. I guess I could give you his name. He's brand new. I had to get away from him like almost immediately, because he's explaining to you what you need to do on Shopify, and it's fresh, it's new. It's new, and it's from step to step. And you gotta, he said it perfectly. Hey, you gotta act like you paid $500 to be on this, because if you're not listening and you don't listen to me through the whole thing, and he's not selling anything, it's not fluff. I'm telling you, I can't teach it. I'm trying to learn myself, and I wanted to do that and do like notes and a whiteboard. It's like, this is what I'm doing, but you have to follow these people. You have to follow, and if you don't understand, you got to put it on pause. He's got an Italian accent, and I just couldn't stop visualizing all these crazy thoughts. Is because I'm very obviously attracted to the Italian accent. Everybody has their thing. I guess that's my thing. That's my fetish. Oh, it drives me crazy. It's not a bad thing, because he's a kid. I was like, oh no, that's a motherfucking kid, right? So I put it down, but it's not. I'm not fantasizing about the kid. I was fantasizing about, like, I put that Italian accent in Nikolai Tesla, but I liked his accent because I think he was Ukrainian. Oh man, I wish I was that pigeon. He loved pigeons, but he fell in love with a pigeon. It's a long story, but that's one of my mental. Oh man, whew. That's a fine mother. You want to do some research on a badass motherfucker? Do some research on Nikolai Tesla. And it's sad. I just found out about Nikolai Tesla. I had no idea he even existed, because I don't know. The school didn't teach me that. Did they teach you that? Or I probably wasn't paying attention, because all I heard about was Edison. Well, I don't even want to go there. Edison was a genius. Oh yeah, I'm not taking anything from Edison, but as I did some research and some real search, I'm sorry. To me, Edison was a fraud. And I broke my heart because I followed him. Because somebody else told me he was this and he was that and he discovered this. His scientists discovered the technology and the way that light bulb worked. They were the ones that failed 10,000 times, maybe even 1,000,000,000,000 times, to get that light bulb to work, to get that fluorescent light bulb using Nikolai Tesla's foundation, by the way, people. And then what does Edison do? He was genius. He knew what he was doing. He was a genius. He took all of that information and he patented, and it was his. Obviously, it's his. So we're taught that is his. But I figured that out on my own, though. I'm like, wait, because this is how I put that puzzle piece together. He had over 50 scientists working for him. Even Nikolai Tesla worked for him. Nikolai Tesla wrote all that shit. I put his shit together and came up with my own decision. Just do that. Because it's all out there. You could read, you don't even have to read it. You could watch a documentary on Nikolai Tesla. Then watch a documentary on Edison. Go backwards. I mean, that's what I did. And I got on, but I had the credits because I want to learn how to read, like, fast, and I want to learn how to comprehend what I do. But it's a long story. I have foster homes, group homes, beat down by my mom, blah, blah, blah. That was so what? I'm looking towards the future. Anyway, so I just think I wasn't taught what I was supposed to be taught. I was taught the way they thought we needed to be taught, I think. This is what I'm getting out of it. But I've never fit in. You can ask anybody that knows me. Anyone that ever ran across me, they always said I was different. I am. I am completely 150,000 times. I don't fit in. I don't believe in religion. And I made that mind up like now. Because like I said, I was 10 years and I'm just showing you where I'm going. I went through the scientists, the quantum physics, stars, and now I'm with God. But I've always been with God. But I'm understanding what the Bible is saying now. Does that make sense? Everything that I've learned, I put human body, I put the brain, I put the human body, the planets, astronomy together with the Bible, where I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Because when I was little, it never made sense to me. Never made sense to me. There was a part in the Bible that says this guy had 700 wives. 700 wives. 700 wives. Can you imagine a motherfucker walking around? Come on, motherfuckers. 700. Can you handle 700? It's expensive. You don't have to buy 700 pairs of shoes like every single solitary month. Come on. Or every single solitary day. You're going to have credit cards coming out of your ears because we're all going to want your credit card. Well, not me because I don't give a fuck. I can do my own shit. Y'all do your thing. But I'm just saying. 700. 7 motherfucker. Can you handle the 5 that you have already? Think about that one. Or 3. Or the 1. Even the 1 that you have already. Think about it. 700 of them. Now think of 700 of them. 700 of them. 700 periods. 700 motherfuckers. That's in the Bible. This is when I was little and I saw that. I was like, never made sense to me. And it started to make sense when I started studying quantum physics and studying the human brain. They're talking about your receptors. You got all 1 trillion motherfuckers up in here. We're all wired up in here. The left side of your brain wants that 10%. And that 10%, that 700 receptors that they're talking about in the Bible is the 10%, part of the 10% that left side is like, give them to me. I want to marry you. And they talk about, we're taking this shit literally. You can't take the Bible literally. It does have gold in this. This is a beautiful written poetry, lovely. I love it. I love it. I have to use a little baby Bible and then go up to a bigger Bible and kind of switch it up a little bit because the Bible's written. If you do that, you could even Google them. Google the scriptures. They're different words and different sayings are changing the Bible. They're changing the Bible. Why? They changed the word ointment, the word oil to ointment. And I did research in 1909. A doctor and his son discovered the word ointment, and what they're doing is they're putting lard and oil. They're talking about the oil in your back. We don't. There's no ointment in the back. It's this oil that we're supposed to produce, and we produce it once every month. Everybody has a period. I guess you men too. It's like a seed. It's like the period cycle, and there's a certain time where you have to keep your body completely pure, where you're like my moon. I didn't know this. I learned this from one of my mentors that I'm a little irritated with right now, but I forgive you and I love you and I respect you and I will still follow you. There's just some things I don't know, but I learned this from one of my guys. The oil comes up in the middle and it's a seed, and that's the Christa, the crystal, the Christ. And it passes up and it goes into the white horse. And it's in the tomb. It goes into a tomb in your brain. It stays there for 2 days. And then the tomb releases it. And that's when the oil comes up and it opens up your pineal gland where you could literally have communication with Heavenly Father, God, or something remarkable happens. Does it happen to me? No. Why? Well, I was doing some research, and they kind of fucked up my piano glass. Probably my piano glass fucked up, but I'm gonna keep on trying. Because once the oil runs out, that's when you die. Just letting you know. So we all have it, and we all started at the age of 12. 12. Now this is where I love the Mormon religion. There was a lot of love in that Mormon religion, but they say the Mormon religion says. Now please correct me if I'm wrong, but I was baptized. I respect that religion more than any other religion. Okay? But this is what pulled me away. The men are anointed with the Spirit, a Holy Ghost, at the age of 12. Only the men, not the women. And the men hold the power to heal the family. Only the men. Only the men. Not the woman. But when I was reading the Book of Mormon and I put this together with the Book of Mormon, it's talking about the same fucking thing. There's the oil and there's the seed, and we all develop that power to have that higher spirit, to be anointed by God. All of us have that. So that kind of made me, and I couldn't bring that up to my bishop because I love my bishop. And I'm not going to take away the love that I felt in that church. That is the only church that stepped to the plate to help me. That was the only church that made sure I had food. That was the only church that came to me and always visit me, make sure I was okay. The only one. And mind you, I went through a lot of churches. I'm an emotional kind of person, so I cry. And I love you guys. And I'm not taking anything away from your beautiful religion at all. And if I promise you this, when I do donate, when I go down to the world level of how they feel like donating the 10%, and the 10% that I ever make, I'm going to make sure they are hooked up. And that's, sorry. The only ones, and I have a little girl. Wait a minute. I didn't like the people that work for, they're mean. But there was a long time ago, well, no, I can't say. There was another corporation that helped me and my little girl. And it wasn't the corporation's fault that I had to deal with some certain people. But that corporation also helped me and my daughter. Just God always places me in the right place. I'm just glad that I have came a long way. But I'm to a point now that I'm stuck because there's so many questions that I can't even answer. So I know this is jibber jabber. I have to keep this real. I have to talk to myself. I have to make sure that I put this out there and just make sure that this is as accurate as I can possibly get. These are the thoughts that go through my head, and I'm just doing it for real in front of you. I'm making videotapes, and I'm putting, not videotapes, but I'm making like recording, just putting them out there. I'm not naming anything. If you guys grab it, you grab it. But like I said, if you want a free class, something real quick, pay attention to, I would have $100 on the side though. I would go to, just check out his website. His name is Toby Wilson, a little Italian boy. Don't get all caught up with the game. Make sure you stay in reality. You got to pull back now. Don't be falling in love with any of these people, because I'm going to tell you now, you can. You could catch a feeling. Pull back, switch it all up. Don't put all your eggs in one basket in this situation, because they're very clever, smart. They know what they're doing. They know how to get, like if they want you to raise your hand, I could make you raise your hand. Who here likes ice cream? I like ice cream. I like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Do you like ice cream? Now, if you were thinking that you were going to raise your hand, I got you. They don't care about the action. They're getting in your head. You got to pay attention to that. When you are on these fucking videos, you got to pay attention to that. I have a problem listening to the Italians, obviously. And that's why I can't get off Mr. Stromer's. Not only that, he's very smart. Oh my gosh, but I like it when I don't listen to his Italian ones at first. just so I could listen to. But I'm sorry, I had to pull away, and I had to. And then he started saying things that I didn't agree with, and it got me mad. And that's when I like it when I get mad. I like that because it keeps me focused. Like, I'm not gonna follow that. I don't agree with that. So it helps me. But if I run into, I'm scared because if I run into one that I agree with everything that this person's saying, most likely I won't. But if I did, and they had an Italian accent, and they were smart, and they knew oh my gosh, and I love that. I love a man that is just the most brilliant mind in the world. And there's a bunch of them on YouTube, so I don't always have to skip around. I feel like a little hoe. Hey, oh yeah, I remember you, yeah. So just please, if you're gonna do this, switch it up, pull away, pay attention to their body movements, pay attention to everything that they say. They'll shoot gold at you though. Catch the gold. My gold's different from your gold. You know, I could be catching those nuggets. Write those nuggets down. I'm telling you, whatever they say that sings to you, if it makes you go, hey, yeah, that's a nugget for you. Write that shit down. Write that shit down. I don't give a fuck. Before you start, it's a video, so you could always go back to it. Go grab your pen, paper, book, whatever. Have that dream book right next to you if you have to. Trust me, I hated it. I was like, fuck, I don't want to write this shit. Then do I gotta get a pencil? We lazy. I'm Pisces. We're lazy. We're feet and skin. We carry the world pain on our shoulder. Obviously, I'm an emotional Pisces. Hello. Anyways. So it's 31 minutes, and I have worked so hard on this law of attraction that it brought me to God, the stars, even more. I've always been with God all my life, though. God has been a big part of my life. Heavenly Father, Spirit. I can feel it. It's just, I've never believed him the way I believe him now. Does that make sense? I said I believed him, but I never believed him the way I believe him now. Jesus is the Son, and to God, you got to go through Jesus. So just do some research on that one. Jesus is the Son God. He's always been, I knew that when I was a little girl. But that's true. To get to God, you got to go through Jesus. And you can't just go through Jesus. Just to go through Jesus. Like, okay, Son, I believe in Jesus, blah, blah. You got to believe in it. And I mean believe in it. You got to believe in the planets. You got to believe in the power. You got to believe in that. If you don't believe it, then, and if you're a scientific thinker, okay, I get that because I am too. Quantum physics. Go watch some videos on quantum physics. Please, if it bores you, make yourself do it again. Make yourself, because that's your brain controlling you. If you're like knowing that it's good for you and you're like, fuck it, when that fuck it comes up, that's your brain controlling you. It's like, nah, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to do it again. All you have to do is push a button and make yourself listen to it. Even if you fall asleep, it's going into your subconscious. Okay? So, this is what I'm doing. These are these videos. I have to do it. I'm crying all the time. I feel so far away from God right now. I just don't